Hello, it's Antonio from Body by Bates, and today we're going to discuss breast cancer. Seeing that it's breast cancer month, we're going to discuss what causes breast cancer and what we can do to get healed from breast cancer. I know they say that there is no cure, but with God, everything is possible. All right, so one of the things that cause breast cancer is our everyday lifestyle. We're putting on all of this deodorant and perfume under our arm because we smell. But if you were eating properly, you'd need to use deodorant. But the aluminum from the deodorant is going into your pores, into your lymphatic system, which is close to your breast. So that's a dumb sight for all the stuff that the body knows that you don't need to use or don't have any use for it. If you were eating clean, wouldn't need to put on deodorant. The next thing is radiation. You walk around with your cell phone under your arm, in your purse, and it's right there next to your breast. So all that radiation again is being collected in your lymphatic system. So you're like walking around with something that harm you. You sleep with your phone, you have it next to you on the bed all the time. Some people sleep with it on their chest and they're wondering why they have all these issues. The next thing is being overweight. The more weight you have on, the more fat you have, the more you're gonna have a place to store up all of these dead tissues that is and poison and chemical and radiation into the body, and it's either in your cervix, it's in your breast, anywhere there is fat, there is a dump site. Even your stomach, their lymphatic system all over the body, every entrance, next to your neck, your private areas, your breast, your arm. These areas are there too. The moment something enter into the body, it's the white blood cells attack it if it don't identify it as part of the system, and they need somewhere to keep them unsettled. It's like being arrested or detained, and then they take it to the central station. Maybe you can relate to that. I don't know. Next thing is your cooking ware. A lot of people, buy these cheap cooking wares like aluminum pans. I could watch videos on and on from every country and see these people are cooking in aluminum. And aluminum is one of the worst thing. Once you're cooking in it and the temperature rise, your food, the aluminum is going to leach into your food, and you come up with Alzheimer's, all kind of brain issue, and that's another source of cancer as well. The cancer can be in your brain. It can be anywhere, as long as you're using these stuff. So my advice to you is get rid of those cheap pots and buy a cast iron pot. You can buy it at any size, knowing that these you're protecting yourself. The next thing is the lack of nutrients. A lot of people don't go out in the sun. Vitamin D, which help you with your testosterone, which help you with your activity. You need to take like a multivitamin, something that will help you. Plant based, of course, not the synthetic stuff, but something plant based that will help you to fight off these inflammation in the body. Turmeric, we always talking about inflammation of the body. So by now you're aware of the moment you're acid, you're going to get all of these issues. And it's a balance. You can't be too acid and you can't be too alkalized. It have happened to me where I end up at the hospital trying to figure out why my body not feeling the same, and they said that you're too alkalized. So I'm doing all the sprout, drinking alkaline water, lime, everything. And then only to come to realize in this life it's a balance. So this is the reason I can come to you and discuss these issues, because hey, nobody is perfect. We're thinking that, we have it pat, we're going to do what you're supposed to do, and then you're overdoing it. So it's a balance. But, back to breast cancer, it's critical that you go and get yourself checked out, do your mammograms, go to your doctor, because if you don't know what the issue is, you can't fix it. I suggest that once you find a lump or you feel any discomfort, you go and get checked out. They might not be able to cure it, but what it is, at least you know what's going on. So you can help yourself or help them to help you, or you help them to help you. But you need to be aware of the things that you're eating and stuff. So the next thing is exercise. As we discussed, if you're eating all of these stuff and you have them in the dump site and you're not using any muscles to really pump them out into the system, into where it need to get out of your body, like the bloodstream and stuff, where it can bring it to the gut, bladder, and then out the system. If you're not doing that, then you're in serious problem. Cancer cells are not totally bad, because when you first conceive in the womb, you have to have cancer cells to develop the body. But the pancreas, once it's being produced, it's able to slow down stuff, so you're in a normal range. In that couple of weeks, the cancer cells are growing fast. So it's a good thing. So everybody have cancer cell. The problem is when you don't need to grow that fast, and the things that you're feeding the cells to become bigger, and it becomes an issue where it becomes a tumor. The body is protecting itself, so it becomes a tumor, and it's trying to close off that blood supply, but you're giving it sugar, alcohol, fast food, the people you're hanging out with, stress, fear, don't know what tomorrow will bring. And that's why we pray and believe and trust in God that He will take care of stuff, because what can you do? You're not in total control. God is in control. So you need to stop stressing and fear God, knowing that God is in control. That's the only fear you should have, what God can do to you. So you need to get rest, exercise, eating properly, and, just believe and trust in God. It is easier for a man to change his religion than to change his eating habits, because we are so accustomed to what we are brought up on. Your grandmother, great-grandmother feeding you, telling you what to eat and stuff, and then you realize she died from cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure. So at some point you have to look around and say, ooh, something is wrong here. Why everybody is dying from the same thing? If you're doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, you're going to get the same results. So your job now is to say, you know what? Stop eating the rice and peas every Sunday. Stop eating the oxtail with sugar in it. Stop, eating the Escabeche fish with vinegar and salt. And just move to what God created for you to eat, fruits and vegetables. We have to change our mindset. Somebody came along and they teach us this is what is good for us, and we continuously eat the same thing and expect a different result. It's not going to happen. You know, when you look at people with high blood pressure and high cholesterol, they're eating shrimp, lobster, all of these scallops, and these were slave food. You know, the master used to give these people these food because they know it's bad for them. They're bottom dwellers. They're eating everything that falls to the bottom of the sea. But they realize you love it. Every time you go, that's what you choose. You want the shrimp and the lobster, and there's a market for it, so let it be. So you are voting every single day with your dollar. You're in control, you know, because if you're not buying these stuff, they can't sell it. So it's up to you if you want to continue having the shrimp, the lobster, the scallops, and think it's all luxury. The fruits and vegetable is what is made for you. As I say, a lot of people, it's easier for a man to change his religion than to change his diet, because a lot of people, when they find out they have cancer and they do the radiation and they do the treatment, within a couple of weeks they're back to eating the same way. They can't help it. You know, it's like, you know, I'm going to die one day, so, you know, I might as well enjoy the food. It don't work like that, because when you're on your dying bed and you realize that life is going on, whether you're here or not, it's another thing altogether. So there's stuff I could recommend, and they are: stop wearing deodorant, put a little baking soda under your arm, and or squeeze a lime and rub it under your arm. Start eating stuff like soursop. Drink the soursop juice. Drink the tea, the leaf tea, the actual fruit. Drink the bark, whatever. Everything on the soursop is made to kill cancer cells. You have the noni. Noni is good for cancer. Mango is good for cancer. Organic fruits and vegetables is good for cancer. You don't need no research. You don't need nobody to tell you these things. God would not allow. He knows that these things will come about. So he provide everything that you need to survive in this earth, on this planet. Don't make them fool you that they're going anywhere. This is a dome. They can't fly out, and nothing can fly in. It's just a myth. God put you here for a reason, and all you have to do is follow the rules, the manual. It's like you have a car, and they give you a manual with the car, and you read it, and you best take care of it. It's the same thing with your body. There's a creator. They give you some words. You might not get all the words, or people try to complicate stuff. But at the end of the day, there are information in the Bible that will teach you what food to eat, fruits and vegetables, grains, and all of these things. Just listen to the word of God. God got your back. Nobody else can do anything for you. All you have to do is follow God's instruction, pray every day, and things is going to be okay. So if you want, you can contact me on bodybybates.com, bodybybates85@gmail.com, or Instagram, bodybybates. Have a great day.